poverty. Every 3 seconds, a child in the world dies from poverty-related issues. To get to the root of this issue, we must first understand what poverty is and its effects. Poverty is described as a state of lacking in basic necessities such as water, shelter, education, and basic rights. These factors escalate into extreme poverty, in which a person is unable to remove him or herself from poverty at large. The people most affected are those within countries that have ongoing conflicts, such as Syria and many other Central African countries. Global estimates suggest that nearly half of the world's population, that's 2.8 billion people, survive on less than $2 a day. We need to ask ourselves, what will it take to change this reality into a better one? In line with the 17 global goals announced by the United Nations, I sincerely believe that quality education will be the driving factor against poverty. This belief is rooted in the fact that education creates opportunities for those who desperately need them. Education leads to an enhanced life in the form of better job opportunities, championing of rights, and political awareness. We've sat down with Dr. T. Ming Yu, an academic researcher from a local university, to better understand how education can be utilized to change the world.
We know from research is that if a child is educated, then he's much less likely to be in a situation of poverty. Because with a good education, it certainly deals with the issue of, it helps to deal with the issue of poverty. There's a lot of economic benefits. It helps with economic growth. It increases levels of innovation within the country. So there are many reasons why we should be committed to making sure that the education system is well and healthy.
The fight against poverty will be a long and tedious one. The seeds sown will take years to grow, and efforts will have to be consistent. However, I truly believe that if a country is willing to focus and develop its educational system, poverty will have its days numbered as the primary killer of children and adults in the world. All of this begins with us. We must educate ourselves and the people around us, all while keeping updated with current world events. Secondly, we must be advocates and voices in our communities for educational reform. We the people have a voice, and our cry will not go unheard. Finally, we must be missionaries in the modern world, spreading hope and love in place of personal agendas and hate. In the words of Bob Marley, overcome the devils with a little thing called love. I am Elijah Chua, and this is why I believe education will change the world.